Hello, lovely souls. Welcome to the Conversation with MJ, where we are going to embark on a journey of connection, growth, discovery together. I'm your host, MJ, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this exhilarating ride through realms of inspiration, wisdom, and insight. So, we're going to deep dive into the heart of what it means to live a fulfilling life, to pursue our passions, and to unlock our greatest potential. Each episode is a celebration of human connection and a testament to the power of authenticity and a reminder that we are all on this journey together. So get ready to be inspired, get ready to be empowered, and get ready to ignite your inner fire because here at Conversations with MJ, the adventure never ends. So join us with every moment an opportunity to shine. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, please leave a comment, and the show will be starting shortly. See you soon.
Hello, party people. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? I know y'all are having a good Friday, right? Y'all made it to the weekend. And I know that y'all are like, wait a minute, she's live? She's live? Listen, I am doing this from my phone. I am headed into work. This would normally be a blackout screen, but however, your girl's getting a little bit more tech savvy, and I was able to put this, the same type of platform and stuff that I use when I'm sitting at my desktop on my phone. So I am live and doing this from my car. And I hope everybody is having a good start to the weekend, right? So I'm not going to hold you. We're going to get right into it. So the title of the show is, yeah, I know, whoever that is, yeah, okay. Anyway, so the title of the show is Keep Your Eyes on the Prize, right? And the reason why you need to keep your eyes on the prize is because there's a lot of things that is going on that we're actually starting to see more of the effects for it, okay? I was reading an article, and an article was talking about how college enrollments in the US have declined. About 2 million students from high school going into their freshman years have declined when it comes down to going to four-year colleges. In fact, they have seen a uptick in college enrollments for 2 years, and it's not from the freshman year, it is from second and third year enrollment. So they're getting higher second and third. Hey, Robin, darling. They're getting higher second and third enrollments instead of um actually getting first freshman enrollments. And I think that that's a problem, right? That's a big problem, right? Because it's, to me, it's a sign of how we are regression and how they are actually pushing the population back into manual labor or becoming skilled laborers instead of actually being on the more intellectual side, more of the CEO or the CFO of certain organizations, certain industries, and things of that sort. And this is going to be an issue, whether or not this is going to be an issue about for us at the end of the day, especially if we are not going to help our youth actually obtain uh I guess skilled labor or becoming certified in certain things that will actually garnish them a whole lot of money. If we're not going to give them those type of tools, then they're going to be the regular not even blue collar, lower than blue collar, honestly, laborers, right? They're going to just be worker bees. And we all knew that this was what they were trying to do, that they wanted more people to just become laborers and work those manual labor jobs, or jobs that you have to work very long hours, get dirty, things of that sort. They wanted people to get back to that, right? Because there was just too many people who wanted to be quote unquote the chief when it comes down to industries and things of that sort, and they didn't have enough laborers, right? And when everybody wants to be the boss, there's a cost, right? Oh, here you go. Look, look, look. Don't make me send you. Do not make me send you to the corner already, sir. Don't make me send you to the corner. And Merlos, hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. You're trying to improve your English. You know, yeah, I do know un poquito, un poquito. Ah, gracias, gracias. Yeah, so they actually said that freshmen are not, like, even kids who are graduating out of high school. They're not joining the college anymore, and not even going for 4 year. And I think that's because there's two things that happened. I have an actual article that I think I can pull up to show you guys. So let me see if I can pull it up to show you guys what the article says. Let's see. I think I got it. I think I got it. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Okay. I don't know if y'all guys can see that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me check and see if I can make it bigger for you guys. Oh, you can't see it bigger. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, you're right, Empress. They said that it's not only is it too expensive, they said that the killing of the affirmative action also took a toll in why freshman enrollments have also declined. And what they also said in the article, which I'm having trouble. Let's see. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, I think y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? I think I found it. No, that's not gonna work. Let me see if I have another image that can work for you guys. Okay. It's the same image, isn't it? All right. Well, I don't know if y'all can see it, but they also was stating that because of the FASA form, they had a lot of problems with the FASA form um last year and this year. They said that they made it more confusing, so parents and students wasn't able to actually fill out the FASA form correctly, so they can actually get the proper funding that they need to actually, apply for school. He said, "Hey, hey, Zero." He said, "Hey, MJ, I'm trying to keep my eyes on you." Yeah, listen, corner boys, y'all corner boys, man. Y'all corner boys, y'all doing the most. You got one coming in here talk about this a ram stream, this a jive turkey stream, and you got the other one coming in here calling me a bitca. Don't even know fool. I just think he's just some random troll. Yeah, corner boys. I'm gonna have to start sending y'all to the corners. Just off of GP, just start sending y'all guys to the corner. So yeah, they were saying there's many reasons why that the enrollments for freshmen are low, but then also I don't understand how can this be a good thing for us, or how, or in general, because now if more people are waiting until, like, they're only just hurrying up and getting a certification so they can hurry up and get into the, I guess, the whatever that career field is, and then later on, while they're inside the career field, that's when they'll go get higher education for whatever job or position they was going to get. I think that that's going to be a problem. I think it's going to be a problem if we lose too many of our young kids that is not going in to get these 4-year degrees for these certain positions and stuff. They're going to be like, if it's so, um I think that we need to focus on that a little bit. That's a little bit worrying to me, to actually be losing, to lost 2 million kids can't go to school, or they're taking the working route instead of getting higher education. I don't think that we want to continue to push that kids are not getting higher education, are not looking for that. They're just hurrying up trying to get into the skill, get into a skill to get into the workforce. I think that that's going to be a problem for us that, we're not prepared for. We're not prepared for. So just keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on that, guys. Okay, let me remove this one. Okay, so now there's another thing I wanted to show you. So if you saw, I did a short about maybe like an hour or so. I did a short, and it was off of this coolie guy that everybody keep on talking about. Obviously, it seems like he was been making his rounds around many, many places, many different sectors, and he's making sure that he is getting seen. He's making sure that his rhetoric is being known, and he's been invited to many, many different places. But I wanted to let's see. Lana says, I was just talking to my dad about this yesterday. They're pushing for us to do hard labor jobs as they push out. Yes, exactly. And that's what's happening. That is literally the main goal right now, is all the hard labor jobs, and the jobs that, you know, I guess us Americans who was born here didn't want to do, is going to be your job to take those jobs, right? If you want to survive, because now you're not going to be able to say, well, oh, I don't have to do this job because, someone who wants to come into the country and migrate here, they're going to take those jobs. No, that's not going to be the case, because now that since they are turning away, they're being more selective. We're being more selective of who comes in, and things of that sort. It's going to be how it was back in the day, where the only ones that were able to come was the one who already has some form of wealth or resources when they even came to the US, right? So when those people came over, they weren't working those mediocre jobs. In fact, they had investments and stuff like that, where they were actually on boards and at tables and stuff like that, making big decisions with the big boys. They weren't the actual the ones who was doing the hard manual jobs. So now that's going to be more of a reason for I guess, the ones who are not going to show up and show out, the ones who are not going to improve or try to be better, and they're naturally born citizens. You are going to be placed. Your placement is going to be in those hard labor jobs, because you're not going to have anybody else to fulfill them. Let's see. Zero says the 529 plan can be a great help for kids who want to go to college, especially if you start early. Yeah, I know. It's funny because me and my son's father, we, even though we're both military, we both pass down all our educational benefits to our son. So he's good regardless. He's gonna get he can go to any school he wants to for free. Also a allowance, it's, everything, books, book stipend, all that. We won't have to worry about it. But we also still did apply we also did put in for just in case. And also, um Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that is the part of for 20. Yeah, that is a part of the 2025 plan. So I'm wondering if anybody's gonna, are people getting prepared? Because right now we can't cry over spilled milk. We here now, right? We here now, so we should be making we should be making the steps and taking the steps place to, just when things are going to start being taken away from us, that we have a plan B. We have something to supplement that, so people would not be in dire. You're not going to be perfect, everything's not going to be perfect, but you shouldn't have to be in dire or far worse than what you are in now, right? And that is going to always, oh, am I breaking up? My bad, I'm sorry. But that is always going to be our responsibility. If I'm breaking up, I apologize. Like I said, I'm doing this from my phone. I am not home in front of my computer. This is still from my phone. This is just a different form of a blackout stream. So I apologize if I am breaking up. So the next article that I wanted to show you guys is that there was a conversation earlier about how, oh, we supposed to be setting up a plan and getting things and moving things and doing things for our community when all shit breaks loose. And in fact, instead of having these P and D conversations and I hate you women, women's haters club, and I hate you men, men's hater club, there is those type of things that is happening. People are making moves, and in fact, it's now finally the people who are considered our professionals, our executives, our intellectuals of our community. They have actually band together, and they are setting something up that is going to be a cushion for us when the real project 2025 is implemented and it actually start affecting us on our day-to-day life. So if you haven't known, I'm going to show you let me show you an image. Hold on one second. Okay, so if you don't know, this is from the Roots magazine, or it's called the project. It's called Project 25, but it's called the Black Project 2025. If y'all haven't known, the black there's a Black Project 2025 that has been started by this woman on TikTok, young woman, beautiful woman. She's a I forgot what she is. I know she's in the medical field, but she's in the business part of the medical field. She has decided to start the project, Black Project 2025, where it consists of a whole community-based thing where it's all the professionals that's within the Black community, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, you're an engineer, you're a social engineer, everything like that. They are now gravitating together, and they are actually doing the things that Umar Johnson, that many others have tried before, that has not worked before. There's a real fear when it comes down to our community about going, standing up with a cause and, funding it, and then all your money gets squandered and stuff like that, right? So her way of her doing it is very unique. She actually has created a website, or they have a website or a link tree that you can go sign up to be a part of the Discord. There is a weekly checkup and meeting with everybody who wants to join the Black Project 2025. As of right now, the first project that they have going on is that they are creating funding because they are about to build another fully Black owned hospital, and they are actually building up a whole list of medical professionals who will want to work at that I guess hospital that they have set up. So far is 29,000 people who have already signed up. There are professionals, intellectuals from all across the board. They have already garnished over, I think, $30,000 within 72 hours, and that happened right after the election. And that is the first plan that they're doing right now. And they're gonna, the whole thing is to move and create grocery stores, hospitals, I guess financial resources, banks, and all this stuff. And they're going to do it step by step, one project, and they're going to travel around nationwide in the U.S. to set these things up. So you will know where your money is going to. The good thing about this lady is it's not like just pour in donations and you don't know where your money is going to. No, no donation is taken until everything is confirmed, where everybody has agreed that this is the first project that we're going to work on, and then that is when they take your donations, right? And you'll, so you know exactly where your money is going, where your money is going. You know what I'm saying? You know, you'll know, okay, it's going because we're building a hospital. This is the plan for 2025. We're going to build a hospital in Oklahoma by March 2025. That's how it is. It's all listed out. They have an actual calendar for every different project that they're going to attack and try to place all around nationwide. So please go in and look into that if you're interested in it, if you want to be a part of it. I know, Chris, is you think it's a scam, but it's really not. It's really not a scam. It's actually real professionals. Right now, they're actually looking for Black social engineers. They're looking for Black web developers and stuff like that, because they're actually creating their own, what you call it, their own, not only a website, but what is it called? Oh, what is it called? They're trying to create their own type of, like, what is it, IG or YouTube or something like that, that is specifically for these type of plans and stuff like that. So they're actually looking for web developers, app developers, and all the stuff like that, so this can be created. So this is a real legit thing. Look into it. So again, there are people out here that are really doing the work, that are really trying to set up for us to happen. Like, hey, if it happens where groceries start becoming $600 for a week of groceries instead of just $300 for a week of groceries, well, guess what? You'll have a grocery within your location that you'll know that they will not be, they will not be like trying to up the prices on you where you can't feed your family, right? If we having issues when it comes down to medical and getting treated medical, and then we know that the medical plans are actually going higher. They're getting rid of the other plan, that we had, that people who had low income or who was under the poverty line was able to get for no or little cost. That's getting taken away from us. So they're starting other plans and creating other insurance plans that people can actually have, and it's going to be funded by said community to do it. So really look into this. No, you heard me wrong. You heard me wrong. I did not say that he was involved. I said that they're doing what Umar Johnson and many others wanted and have tried to do. And the reason why it's such a disgust and a distaste in our community about pledging your money and stuff like that to a movement or a cause, and coming to find out later on that nothing is done, there's some scamming elements to it and stuff like that. This is why you have to go and look and check for this thing yourself, because like I said, this one is completely different, the way how they're doing it, and the people that are actually involved, the people that is actually involved in this, is a whole different type of scenario, is a whole different type of thing. So again, check and look on that on your own. But however, yes, in general, keep the eye on the prize. There is more things or bigger things that we need to be worrying about. And I know it's fun and games to like talk about things that garnishes, entertainment purposes. It gives you an escape to what is actually really going on in your life. But I will say that we always have to keep a balance, right? We always have to keep a balance of knowing what's going on, being prepared, and then also having our fun too, especially as adults. So, this is our due diligence. This is what we have to do. Okay. Let's see. Zero said 300 a week for groceries. I don't even spend half of that, but the prices are higher. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, let me tell you something. Like, zero, like, that's like kind of like the average for like in like New York. Like, you can go into a restaurant, not a restaurant, but a grocery store in New York, and you will buy like very little bit of items, and you'll look at the items, and the items look like a show, and it costs like no more than $100 or something dollars, and you actually be leaving out of that store paying $300 or $250, and it's only worth a week of food. So prices are getting higher, right? And they're going to get even more higher than they are now. So we have to prepare and do things when the big changes are coming, because we are seeing them now, little by little, every single day. The big changes are coming. So we have to be proactive. We can't always be reactionary. We have to be proactive with things, okay? We have to. It's just only for our best benefit. So what I wanted to show you guys, I did, like I said, I did a little preview on my short about what that coolie guy was saying, and I want to show y'all the full length of the video, because it is quite alarming, really. But here we go. Let me play it.
Reasons women feel unsafe.
Thank you.
Because
Not at all.
You left
That
out
statement,
so much
that statement
nuance.
that I made.
You talked about one emotion. You talked about aggression. Women have what I call emotional bandwidth. They have a lot more bandwidth. They have a lot more access to intermediate emotions a lot of men have never even been able to connect to. So a lot of times I'm working with my couples, and the man may have access to maybe 5 bands of emotion. Emotion is still data. Emotion is still information that's not processed via what you are great at, which is the logical mind. Emotion is processed via different aspects of the human experience. Women are processing 50, 60 bands a lot of times we can't even see or fathom. So to us, it looks like they fighting ghosts. It look like they just overreacting or making it up. And that's not the case until you are able to tap into that. So you just referenced the Me Too movement as a result of, what did you say it was?
No, you're proving what you just said. You know the funny,
bro,
everything you just said, you actually proving my point.
How so?
They feel so much emotions. They got so many demons in their mind, which is why they need a man. Let me finish. They going through so much stuff, which is why they need a man, a logical thinking man, to help regulate their emotions, because a man is, bro, it's data out there. Men are analytical, logical thinkers.
To the Me Too movement, that's logical?
Wait.
Where's the logic in that?
Do you know what NU?
Yeah, so there you go, guys. That is the whole full clip. That is the whole full clip of what my short was about. We see that coolie guy, he is coming with his rhetoric. He is going to many places with his rhetoric, and he's downplaying situations that has to do with the Me Too movement. And I think that, we have to just be, I'll say in general, we just have to be careful with the people that we actually listen to, right? The guy in the green seemed like he understood emotional intelligence. He seemed like very emotional intelligent. And that's why I pegged the difference that, can we say that men are actually less emotional intelligence than women? Or is that an excuse that some men use when they don't want to show empathy to others or sympathy to others, right? Because that's what I think it is now. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's just an excuse that apathetic people use, or apathetic men use, as in why they don't believe in emotional intelligence, or they think that emotional intelligence doesn't exist. I don't understand, how can you believe that emotional intelligence don't exist, or you only want to peg it up to being a something that is a woman's thing, or women being emotional, when in fact you know exactly what you need to do to charm a woman when you have interest in her, right? You know how to tap into your emotions when it's beneficial to you, right? But then now, when you want to make the excuse about, oh well, I'm that emotional thing, that's just a woman thing, and that's why they need control, because their emotions can get out of can get the best of them. Yeah, in certain situations, you're right, emotions can get the best of people, but that's not only just a woman thing, that's a man thing too. How many men are emotional unstable? How many men who just think about it? We have so many cases where men are emotionally unstable. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be an argument or a confrontation or a disagreement, and they think that that's the right to hurt somebody. They think that that's the right to put their hands on somebody. You know, like or many other things, but that's truly like the main thing. Like the simple fact is that you can have an argument that has nothing and get so mad that now you feel that you have to put hands on someone. You can't make your point with your words anymore. You have to go to the physical aspect. So again, it's not, emotional intelligence is not something that's just solely for women. I don't think that that's just a woman's thing. I think that emotional intelligent person would in general would just want to be balanced, right? And you should be looking forward to, regulating your emotions, right? Like a woman who hits a man in an argument and not in self-defense, I believe that is a form of not being emotionally stable. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not emotionally stable either, So like I said, this is not just a woman or man thing. This is a people thing. People who are not emotionally stable do emotionally unstable things, right? The silent treatment, that is an emotionally unstable thing too, right? When you are not able to express yourself with words anymore, you know what I'm saying? And instead of you letting anybody know, you feel like you're going to punish them by like, well, I'm not going to let you know anything. Well, that's not going to, give you a healthy relationship or a healthy communication with that person. So, I mean, if you're going to be silent in that way, if you're going to be silent in that way, you should just think about whether or not if that relationship is actually worth, keeping. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to have a healthy balance of communication or a healthy relationship without it if you're not talking, or you're not going to be able to express yourself where the person can understand, or at least try to come to a common denominator with the situation, right? And say, Chris says, women use the lack of emotional intelligence card when they want to avoid accountability. No, I don't think so, because accountability doesn't necessarily have anything to do with emotional intelligence, right? Because the simple fact is that if you a person with emotional intelligence will know that there might be things that they need to change, or they can also understand how another person is viewing the situation, right? It doesn't really have to anything to just necessarily do with accountability, because if you're not empathetic to another person, or you're not even trying to understand another person's view or how they see things, then how are you I don't know, like, how can you say that you're really emotionally intelligent? You don't even know what's going around. You can't even read the room. The only thing you read is what you feeling and how you feel, and that's it. That's not healthy. That's not healthy at all. Like, you're blind to everything around you, only to what you want and what's going on with you. Royce says, I believe it's a balance. You can be laser focused and pick up nuances at the same time. It's not one or the other. Yeah, I mean, I do believe in the balance too. I definitely do. There should be a balance, right? Like, this is not saying that you're just supposed to accept everything, right? You're not supposed to accept everything, but you should be able to understand what is going on, right? On both sides. What is going on with you? What is going on with the other person? And then this is where y'all can come and have that conversation. But if you don't understand and you're not even trying to understand, then you're always going to have an issue. There's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be a problem. Nobody wants to talk to a wall. Let's see. A person who doesn't take accountability can't also claim to have discernment. Well, that is absolutely right. True. Right. Exactly. And if you don't have accountability, you can't really have discernment as well. I mean, I think the result of having accountability. So I would say that, Royce, when you have discernment, that is the results that you get when you do take accountability about what's going on. I would say that. I would definitely say that. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Like I said, I wanted to try this out on my phone, see how this will look, how it will work. I'll try it out another time again, probably get a little better at it with some clips and stuff like that. But I'm glad that y'all was able to come and rock with me for a couple of minutes. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all Friday, y'all weekend. Get it up, you know what I'm saying? Have a little drink for me. If y'all drink, have a little sip for me, you know what I'm saying? And until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys.